Hi, Dr. Minkoff, LifeWorks Wellness Center. I want to continue our discussion on autoimmunity and what the effects are, especially on the gut and what happens. You know, most people grow up, including me, with this idea that the central intelligence agency of the body is the brain. In truth, the central intelligence agency of the body is the intestine. Okay? There's books written called The Second Brain, which refers to the intestine. But really it's the first brain. It's the most critical area of the body. It's where everything comes in that's supposed to be good for us, where it gets screened, and it's where the waste goes out. The brain really ends up, it's a relay point. It's a hub point. You know, it's the train station where the trains come and go. But it isn't the area that directs where they go, what they do, all of that stuff. It really occurs in the gut. So when someone's autoimmune, we know 100% of the time that they have a gut problem. They actually have a leaky gut. And when the gut leaks, the gut gets disordered. It has trouble. It leaks proteins into the body that shouldn't be there. And the body then reacts to this. And when it reacts to this, it causes symptoms. So the immune system can then attack the brain, the thyroid, the colon, the pancreas, and you get diseases like MS, diabetes, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. These are all the same thing. These aren't really different diseases. These are in one individual. This is where the main autoimmune reaction's occurring. But if you look very hard, you'll find that there's autoimmune reactions occurring in many of their other organs. We just don't have easy ways to test it. So what we're trying to, and here's the other thing, is when the gut isn't happy, when it isn't well, it can't produce the things that it needs to for the rest of the body to be taken care of. So you probably heard this term neurotransmitters. These are little molecules that nerves use to communicate with each other. There's a whole class of psychiatric medications which change or alter how the body metabolizes or uses neurotransmitters. So take for instance Prozac, which is a medicine that's called a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It actually poisons the nerve cell so that serotonin stays around a little bit longer. It's kind of a crazy way to handle depression because every now and then you get somebody who will go into a school and kill 50 people or into a movie theater because the serotonin has been so altered by the medication that they become psychotic and crazy or they kill all their children. You've seen these in the newspaper. These are all these cases, or almost all these cases, are because something went wrong with what the drug was supposed to do versus what happened in someone. So a better way to handle this is if you can heal the gut, stop the autoimmunity. Most of the 90% of these neurotransmitters that I'm talking about are produced in the gut. Serotonin and dopamine and GABA, these are basically gut hormones, and the brain responds to them. So if we can heal the gut, stop autoimmunity, the sort of peripheral damage, all these other sites which get injured, this will stop. And then the person who didn't, this isn't a genetic disease. There may be a propensity in a family that this is where your autoimmunity is going to hit. But the first 25 or 40 years of your life, you didn't have thyroiditis, you didn't have MS, you weren't born with this, okay? And this is a reversible condition. So if we handle this load, including toxins, so there's environmental toxins, they can trigger this. If we handle this load, get this out of the body, we can get the body to actually heal, which is our whole purpose. It's like take you from where you are and get you back to the way you were. When you felt well, you had energy, you could sleep, you weren't depressed, and then your body was functioning right. And when we handle these things, it will function right. So if you have a problem with something like this or you have a friend, call us because we're good at this and we can help you.